Today on Veterans Stand Up, I'm talking about veterans involved in the justice system with Todd Dubose, a Marine veteran and the publisher of Returning Citizen magazine. Well, Todd, tell us about the magazine, your mission, and your audience.
Sure, and thank you for having me, Paul. Our magazine at Returning Citizens magazine is to help individuals that are involved with the justice system, private citizens and veterans alike, get a hold of resources. So when they get out, they can hit the ground running. They'll need to know where to find food and shelter, medical services, employment, and to reconnect with their families. So that's what our magazine does.
And what motivated you to do this, to find a magazine on this subject?
Well, Paul, over the years, I've had relatives incarcerated. They would go in and out of the system. And until about 8 years ago, I finally have no relatives that are in the system. So I wanted to be able to help and, help some individuals where they're not coming in and out of prison, give them some resources and different things that they can do to finally make a change in their life so they can be productive citizens and just be done with the incarceration system once and for all.
And tell us about the details. I know the first time I met you, it was like, how do veterans in a facility receive a magazine? How often is it published? And how do others subscribe to it?
Sure. Our magazine is published every month, and the majority of our audience is actually incarcerated individuals. It's a digital magazine, which is shown on inmate tablets in facilities all across the country. So when an individual checks out a tablet in the morning, they have a variety of choices. They can look at movies, take courses, certifications, things of that nature. But we're happy to say that a lot of them go right to our magazine and they'll look at the resources that we have available. And we get feedback time and time again, thanking us for taking the time to design a magazine that's dedicated to this particular community.
And if I'm not in a facility, I can also subscribe how?
You sure can. You can go to our website at returningscitizensmag.com and just go to the store portion of the website and place your order.
And you do take advertisements?
We do. We like to focus primarily on reentry focused advertising. So if there's a church that has services for individuals that have been released, we like those type of advertisements. Of course, employers that are employee friendly, we like those types of advertising. And the list goes on.
Okay. What type of impact do you think you're having?
Paul, I like to think we're having a really good impact with the letters that we receive each month, speaking opportunities to go and talk at different nonprofit organizations. They really give us feedback and let us know that we're making a difference in the community. And, it's a great feeling for us to get out there and just contribute as much as we can.
If a viewer wants to find out more about the magazine or even contact you, how can they do that?
Sure. They can go to returningscitizensmag.com, or they can look me up on LinkedIn and just use my name, Todd Dubose, or you can also use the phrase Returning Citizens Magazine, and that's the best way for them to get to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.